It's me, Sam, again. For those of you guys who are just joining my channel, welcome, guys. It is so lovely to have you. And for those of you who have been there with me like since the beginning, my lame Durban story and my mental health, you know, I actually did a YouTube video on my mental health journey. And yeah, so if you haven't watched that, you should watch that before you watch this one. But yeah, so in this video I'm just gonna be answering questions that have been asked based on like off of my TikToks and stuff like that, and questions that have been asked by people who also very curious to find out how they could get help and a lot of that, you know. So I just wanted to answer all of those questions in a video, so that even if you have follow-up questions, then surely you'll find the answer within everything that I'm going to be speaking about today. So I had a major depressive episode. That's what I had. I was calling it a manic episode because there was a time when I did go. Apparently it's only people who have bipolar that can be manic, by the way, guys. So yeah, but there was a time, because when I had googled it at the time, what was going on with me at that time, you'll hear from the story in my previous video on mental health. When I googled what was going on with me, and when I went to go see my doctors at the time, they had said it's a manic episode because I did a lot. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, so the first question is, how are you? How am I? Honestly, I am doing so much better. I think my meds are definitely helping. I will not lie to you, even though I was very like, ugh, I've been there, done that, but they definitely helped me, and like sticking to them definitely helped. Going to my visits definitely helped. I'm not saying I'm healed. I still have to, I'm still supposed to be admitted. I chose that. I still want to be admitted, but right now I'm writing, and I think that not writing would actually affect me more if I didn't write, because then I'll just have to repeat everything and it's just gonna be a whole, you know, different thing. So I decided that I'm not gonna go in right now, and yeah, but yeah, other than that, I also got the position of chairperson of my SRC, yay me. But I want to use that as a platform also, because I will be advocating for mental health and all of that. So yeah, I'm hoping that that will make a difference somehow for as many people as possible. But yeah, so the second question is, what were your symptoms? Well, I don't know, from a very young age, I was very, I don't know how to explain it, but I was very rebellious. Let's put it like that. I was very rebellious from a very young age, and I had a bit of like an anger issue also. Like, and as guys, for me, I just thought of it as, why I watch too much TV. Why am I slamming doors? Why am I doing this? Why am I cutting things when I'm pissed off? But it was those small things, in the end, that actually, like, now that I'm older, I realized that no, man, I was already like quite messed up, because that was when I was like 12, 13. So I'd throw things around. I was quite chaotic at the time, and I didn't even realize what it was, obviously being the child that I was. But I don't know, the symptoms vary for each person, you know. Some people become more energetic, funny enough, when they are depressed. Let's watch people when they have like this, like a low-key, like I personally have like this low-key OCD that makes me like hyperactive, and I'll clean and I'll clean and I'll clean, and diagoa that whole time. But usually the depression, my symptoms that I will have or not wanting to get up from bed, crying all the time, crying about everything. I don't know, I just have like really bad thoughts, and I can feel it because it starts like as like a lot of anxiety, like an anxiety build up for me. And so yeah, that's how usually I can feel it. Sometimes I don't even have symptoms. Sometimes I just do things impulsively and I realize that no man, this is not right, you know. But I can sort of tell, because when you do get admitted into a psych hospital, you do learn about all of that, you know. You do learn how to tell when you are starting to feel a certain way. So yeah, how does one start, guys? Starting for help, start asking for help. Start asking for help, because guys, I'm telling you, for me, I realized that I needed someone to talk to, because I went to my school counselor for something else. I wanted spectacles, yeah. So I went to my school counselor for that, and then I ended up venting to her for some reason, and then she was like, okay, we'll have another appointment next week. And I was like, okay, cool. Cool, sharp. All of a sudden I was in counseling, and I think counseling made me come face to face with what was actually really happening with me. And it was very bad before it got better, I won't lie to you, because having to understand or realize that there are things that have actually hurt you that you've actually just brushed aside is kind of like, yeah, okay, and now it's time, you have to face those things head on. So you need to realize for yourself that you need this help. This is what you need, and the people who are there, always there, wanting to help you. So that's just how you start. You start by talking to people. Even if you just talk to your friend, and if your friend is a good friend, your friend will definitely advise you to get help, or you know. So yeah, how do I cope with anxiety? I don't. Yeah, I don't cope with anxiety. I will cry. I will cry if I need to cry. My boyfriend will literally stand next to me and squeeze my hand. Like, guys, I don't cope. And cope-ition. And guys, like, it's gotten so bad to the extent that when I'm walking past people, I'll fake a phone call or something, just so that, you know, like, I don't have to speak to anyone, I don't have to greet anyone. Like, it's really bad. But I don't cope with that. I won't lie to you. I have no advice, sorry. How and when did you know you needed help? I had spoken to my counselor, I think like 3 or so days before I had my breakdown. I think it was on the Monday, yeah, and I had my breakdown on the Thursday, my episode. So I had spoken to my counselor, and I said to her that, no man, I'm feeling very anxious, and like, I'm just not okay. I can feel that something's gonna happen, you know. And she was just seeing me like, what do I think is gonna happen? And I was like, no man, I can just feel it, but I'm not okay, you know. And then she said to me that if that's how I keep on feeling, then maybe I should take like a mental health day. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went to school the whole week, attended all my classes, but then I was like, on Thursday I was like, let me take a mental health day. And as you guys saw in my TikTok, it started off great. But yeah, things went south, and yeah, I think that was the first time I realized that it's actually more serious than I thought it was, because I have had times when I felt down and times when I have not been okay. But yeah, if you're talking about now, but if you're talking about before that, how and when did I know I needed help, was when I started cutting, when I started self-harming. I knew it wasn't right. And I remember this one time, my little sister, anyway guys, subscribe to her channel too, Umbasama Kibi. Anyway, so my little sister saw that I had cut myself, and she said to me, oh, why did you cut yourself? And I'm like, no dude, and then before I could finish, she was like, oh, you're cutting for Bieber, because it was apparently something cutting for Justin Bieber or something like that. And I was like, yep, that's the one. So I think that's when I realized that what I'm doing is not right, and if I do get busted, then it's gonna be a big deal. So, you know, like, let me just rather try and speak. But yeah, that's, yeah. How do you handle a relationship with BPD, which is borderline personality disorder? Mine don't last. Any advice? Sissy, let me tell you something. I don't know. I do not have the answers. But one thing I do know is that from the beginning of the relationship, I will tell you about my mental illness. It's up to you whether you want to go and find out about it or whether you don't want to go and find out about it. It's completely up to you. But me, I'm going to tell you that it gets really bad. And when the bad days come, are you sure you're going to be able to handle it? Because then there's going to be no point in us dating if you feel like you won't be able to handle it. And let me tell you, 85% of men are going to say they can handle it. They'll look it up. They won't. One thing about them is that they won't. But eventually you're going to find the one that will, and the one that's going to be very patient with you and all of that. Because I also have been, my relationship hasn't been all roses because of my BPD. I struggled a lot with it, but I'm just lucky I found myself such a patient person. He's a very patient person, and it's something that my previous partners didn't get, that I needed patience, or maybe I need space on this time, or maybe I just need you to baby me on this time, maybe I just need you to hug me or cuddle me or hold me at this time. You never know. I'm very unpredictable also, so it was kind of frustrating for him in the beginning. It was very frustrating to the extent that I resorted to rather just going back to my place and being away from him. But then he told me that he does not want that. He wants to be like there for me through and through, wara. And also a phone call from my doctor, it really helped, because it helped him understand that I'm gonna be impulsive, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do A and B and C, and he must understand that no, it's not me, it's just my BPD. So yeah, that's basically that helped. But you need to educate your partner more than anything on what the symptoms are of BPD and like what they should do. It's so much better to communicate what they should do in the event that you are feeling so and so and so. So yeah. How do you handle read that. How did you find out you were depressed? I actually found out, like, it was like a workshop, I guess, at school, and they were naming all of these things, and I thought to myself, that's me, what the fuck. It's also the same place where I learned though how to cut and stuff, because they were showing the symptoms of so and so and so. And then yeah, but also before that, I think I had been told when I was like 13 or so that I am depressed, but I just didn't know what depression was at the time. So yeah, but yeah, that's how I found out, because of those workshops and stuff, that I actually was depressed. And also I was also seeing my counselor in high school. She also had told me that I'm not okay, kind of thing. But yeah, how has fluoxetine been treating you? I feel like it made my BPD worse. It really fucked me over. I think for the first month, sorry, excuse my language, guys, for the first month or so, it was horrible. I won't lie to you, it was just like completely horrible. I don't even want to mention when they upped my dose. I thought, you know what, no ways. But now it's pretty great. I won't lie to you, it's really treating me like extremely well. I love it. I don't feel all of those side effects anymore. And also at some point, I think you guys remember me saying that I was feeling very numb. It used to make me feel numb. So most of the time I was just like extremely happy. Instead of like feeling sad or feeling angry, I'd just like laugh. I'll just like start bursting out into laughter. And yeah, I think that now it's like regulating my emotions, because now I can cry if I need to cry about something. And I have my days where I'm like, okay, but like most of the time I am feeling so confident and strong and just ready, so it's been very good on me. I think that if you carry on taking it, if you stick to it, it will work for you, honestly. But we are not the same at the same time, so you never know. Have you tried Jesus? You know what? You know what? You know what? You guys like to start me. You guys like to start me. I have tried Jesus. Yes, I have. If that answers your question, that's all I've got to say. That's that. I've tried him. How do you get help? Okay, so this is the most asked question. If you're working and you I think I'm gonna join this. There's another question that I saw. Okay, well, it was basically, how do you get help, or like how do you see like someone for free? So I'm not seeing someone for free. I am paying at a government hospital. I'm paying 75 rand per session. That's literally 75 rand every time I go there. But however, you can like organize like a payment plan and stuff like that. Last year, however, I was seeing them for 10 rand a session, and that is only because I'm a student. Now, if you are working, if you're a student, let me start there. If you're a student like me, there is student support at your school or at your campus. You should visit your student support, or you should see your school counselor, your campus counselor, whatever. Even if you see your campus nurse and you speak to her, she will direct you and show you the way. Because originally the person that hooked me up with Stickland was my school nurse, because I had known her from last year and we used to speak about it a lot. So you can go to your student support, your campus counselor, your school nurse, just tell them what's going on, speak to them, and then from there you will get your what's it called? Guys, English has left me. Reference letter? Recommendation letter? It can't be a recommendation. But you guys know where to. Referral. You'll get your referral. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, you'll get your referral from there, from any of them. And then if you're working, you can go to any of your nearest government clinics and just ask the doctor for a referral. And then, yeah. So the pricing will vary. I'm not sure how much it is for the working class, but it's probably still 75, 100 rand. I'm paying 75 as a student. Last year I was paying 10 rand. I don't know how they charge you or how it works, but yeah, you will hear that from them. And also, they won't, I don't want to say this, but they won't like run after you. I think I still owed them like 10 rand from last year or something, but I don't know. So yeah, and then they'll give you your referral, and then you will get to see professionals. What am I using to make my scars disappear? Nothing. I only use like magnolia oil on my body, but my scars are still there. I don't know how I can show you, but my scars are still there. Don't know if you can see, but yeah. I'm not using anything. They are still there. I don't know, man, but I've tried to cover them with the tattoo, but I was still cutting on top of the tattoo, so I guess that didn't really work out for me, but that's fine too. We're working on that. I haven't self-harmed for how many days? I mean, how many weeks? Guys, it's been at least like 3 weeks. I haven't been self-harming, so anyway, okay, this one says, I'm gonna try and be sensitive as I can with this, hoping I won't come as invasive. What do you do when that hour comes? Oh, the lonely hour, guys. That guy Sam Smith. The lonely hour. I speak. One thing about me is that I'm an open book. You could ask me anything literally right now and I'll tell you. I speak to my boyfriend, I speak to my loved ones, I speak to my best friends, I speak, and I will try and get as much support as I can. And one thing about me is that even if I must write it on a social media platform, if I can't get a hold of anyone to speak to me, I'll write it on a social media platform. I think it's also nice to just hear from a stranger that, you know what, I'd rather listen to your story than go to your funeral. That's one thing that I learned, that strangers are actually really nice. But there's also the suicide helpline, which I will put in the description also. It does help. It really does help. There's different doctors that work at different times, because it's like a voluntary thing. So that has helped me before. It definitely has helped me. Also, I've got like some lecturer of mine that I can pretty much talk to at any time, and I do have my counselor's number on my phone, so I can still text her, and the school nurse. And so yeah, I have quite a lot of options, but I do try to speak. And the only time that anyone should be worried is when I don't speak, because that's when I will probably be like you know, planning something or trying to self-harm and stuff like that. I actually had a suicide attempt I think about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks, yeah. And I just kept quiet, and no one knew what was going on, like absolutely no one, like. But yeah, I didn't die, boring. But yeah, anyway, I'm joking, I'm joking. But yeah, yeah, so I just speak. Speaking is the best thing for me. Or I write. I love writing down how I'm feeling. I love like literally just like writing and seeing my tears falling on that piece of paper where I'm writing. It's guys, you guys need to try journaling. You guys need to get journals and journal everything that you're feeling. Write it as it is into that book. Yo, it's like I'm doing it now. Like I'm just like, yeah. That will help you a lot, trust me. How to help someone going through it. Guys, I think the best thing that you can do is be supportive. Sorry, as I was saying, I think that especially not stigmatizing it. Like, guys, I think that you also need to help them kind of like own it. Like, I think at some point I needed to own it, because I was just like in so much denial that I'm sick and so and so and so and so. But yeah, I think that just help them get help, you know. But they won't get help if they don't want to get help. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to you. If they won't accept the help, it will not work on them. Like, it won't work for you if you do not want to get the help. You need to want the help in order to get the help. You can't force someone there unless they are a danger to themselves or a danger to you. You cannot force anyone. So yeah, please explain how one can get a free psychologist. I feel like giving up, really. Oh, I just did in the previous question. This is the question I was looking for. Yeah, please do not give up. Please do not give up, my love. We are here. We are ready to listen. So yeah, do not give up. Do not give up, please. In fact, you can even DM me on TikTok, or even here, I don't know, like you can just send me a comment. Yeah, so, but guys, in everything that I say, I always say that you guys can speak to me whenever you want to speak to me, and you guys can ask me as many questions as you want. I'll be open and honest, but I'm not saying I'm gonna have the answer for everything. Sometimes I'm just gonna be there to listen. I'm not a doctor. I am definitely not a doctor, and even me, some of the things that I may say may be wrong. You know, I'm just learning as I progress. I am learning. So yeah. And also another thing I wanted to emphasize is that I've also I also have another diagnosis. What's it called? Dissociation. Yeah, dissociation. Sorry guys, I can't really pronounce it, but yeah. But it's still very like minor. I did post a video on TikTok where that lady is explaining what it is. So yeah. And the last question, where did you get your fleece hoodie? Oh, everyone's been asking me this. Okay, so my fleece hoodie comes from the Snoopy. Wait, give me a second. Let me go get it for you guys. So guys, here it is, the Snoopy. But you can get it on Take-A-Lot too and stuff, so I don't know, it's completely up to you where you want to get it. This one is a bit more expensive than the one on Take-A-Lot. Myself and I personally, I'm gonna get one from Take-A-Lot because this one is my boyfriend's, but you know, what's his is mine. So but yeah, so you can get it on Take-A-Lot. It's like $2.50. It's not even that expensive. So yeah, no, that's up to you. Or you can get it on the Snoopy. I think it's exactly the same thing. I'm not sure. I cannot confirm nor deny because I haven't gotten mine yet. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope that I have answered as many questions as possible. Anyway guys, anything you guys feel like you still need to ask, you can just ask me in the comment section, or you can just ask anything you want to ask. I'm like an open book. Trust me, I'm an open book. Anything you want to know, I've got you. You can just ask me. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. Enjoy your days and weeks and years, everything. Bye.